Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another recipe. And you know, this wouldn't be a Puerto Rican food channel if I didn't show you how to make the national dish of Puerto Rico, Arroz con Gandules. So if you want to see how I make my version of the most popular dish in Puerto Rico, keep watching. Alright, so here I have a large caldero. It is set over medium-high heat, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons and a half of some vegetable oil, but any neutral oil or even extra virgin olive oil will work fine. So after my oil has gotten nice and hot, I am going to add about 2 ounces of a mixture of cooking ham and beef summer sausage, but you can also use little pieces of pork such as rib meat. You can use longaniza, only cooking ham, any kind of meat to flavor your rice. So after my meat has gotten nice and golden, I'm going to add about 2 ounces of fresh homemade sofrito. Alright, so now that my sofrito has sauteed for about a minute, I'm going to add a little bit of pimientos and some olives. Next, I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce. And 1 packet of Goya sazón with culantro and achote, and 1 packet of Goya pork sazón, and 1 bay leaf. Next, about 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Then about 1/4 to half a teaspoon of some black pepper. Now I'm going to add 1 can of gandules with the liquid because the liquid has flavor. And the brand that I'm using is El Jibarito. It is a Puerto Rico brand. Remember, don't be afraid to branch out and try other brands that are not just Goya. And after I add my gandules, I'm just going to give everything a nice stir. And lastly, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of some salt. So after I add my rice, I'm just going to mix everything up, and I'm going to let my rice simmer with the ingredients for about a minute or 2 so that it can absorb all of the flavors. And shout out to my best friend Christina because she's actually the one that gave me this tip, and ever since I started making arroz con gandules this way, it has been amazing every single time. So now it's time to add my water. I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of water. Remember that the can of gandule already has liquid in it, so you don't want to add too much liquid. The good thing about adding the rice first before the water is you can kind of eyeball everything just to make sure that you're not adding too much liquid, resulting in a very mushy arroz con gandules. So now I'm just going to let this come to a simmer. And after it has come to a simmer, I'm going to set my heat to medium, cover my caldero, and cook for about 5 minutes until it's almost cooked through. So for me, it took 6 minutes for about 80% of the liquid to evaporate. So all I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to mix everything up really well. I'm going to set my heat to about medium-low cover my caldero, and let it continue cooking for about 20 minutes or so, or until my rice is fully cooked through. And just a random fact, a lot of people like to call this rice and beans in English, but gandules are not a type of bean. They are actually a type of lentil. So after about 25 minutes, my rice is done and it came out great. Yours may need a little more time or a little less time, depending on your stove or the material of your caldero, whether it's aluminum or cast iron. This is a dish that can be eaten by itself or with whatever sides of your choice. Do not forget to like this video. It helps my channel grow a ton. And if you're new around here, welcome. I am so glad to have you here. Please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because a new video will be out every week. Until next time.